How did a creature thriving in a river floodplain adapt when southern Mongolia transformed into a barren desert? What evolutionary secrets connect this massive dinosaur to modern birds through its remarkably lightweight avian pelvis structure? Why did a lineage of notorious carnivores abandon meat entirely and evolve specialized beaks for stripping tough foliage? Could its sheer bulk and defensive posture actually deter a massive tyrannosaurid wielding powerful crushing jaws during brutal clashes? How did a genus surviving merely 3 million years suddenly vanish when the Cretaceous era abruptly collapsed? What precise biological purpose drove the evolution of giant curved claws that dwarfed every other known dinosaur appendage? Did a dense coat of primitive feathers actually insulate this colossal herbivore while regulating body temperature across shifting climates? Don't miss what comes next in this story. Watch to the very end.
Welcome to this channel. I am Jonny Dony, bringing you dinosaur documentaries grounded in rigorous paleontological science. Inside limbs in a drying world, we follow the Therizinosaurus across shrinking Cretaceous floodplains. Monetization here has grown increasingly unpredictable lately, so this channel now relies entirely on direct viewer backing. Please consider becoming a dedicated sponsor on Patreon, since every contribution directly helps produce the next film, link below. Kindly like and subscribe to support our ongoing research. Now, let us step into the ancient basin.
Scythe limbs in a drying world. Life is a copiously branching bush, continually pruned by the grim reaper of extinction. Stephen Jay Gould. Floodplain Ecosystem. 70 million years ago, the Late Cretaceous period shapes a vast terrestrial basin across southern Asia. Here, the Nemegt Formation captures a lush, river-rich floodplain. It preserves the muddy foundations of a thriving ecosystem before becoming the arid modern Gobi Desert. A subtropical climate drives this ancient landscape, maintaining consistent humidity across the valley floor. Meandering rivers carve through dense conifer stands. They deposit thick layers of alluvial sand and mud, building the rich, fertile soils that support towering broadleaf canopies. Seasonal water flow sustains this greenery, transforming the entire region into a highly productive basin. Scattered oxbow lakes connect the shallow aquatic channels. This creates an expansive network where shifting water levels dictate the distribution of lush, broadleaf vegetation. The basin holds a crowded, diverse community beyond the main giants. A pure sauropodomorph herd browses quietly along a distant, muddy river levee. Meanwhile, a small synapsid scurries through the streamside ferns, grounding the landscape in a living, breathing ecosystem. Today, this exact locality lies within the arid expanse of the Gobi Desert in southern Mongolia. The transformation from a humid environment to a dry basin is stark. It highlights the profound geological shifts that have reshaped this ancient Asian landmass. Flood and recede. The broad Cretaceous floodplain answers only to the slow turning of the year. These relentless seasonal cycles continuously rewrite the local basin geology. Layer by layer, they build the deep, terrestrial deposits that define this entire geological era. This chapter reveals how a lush Cretaceous floodplain once covered the modern Gobi. We welcome your analysis of these ancient river cycles below. Like and subscribe to support our ongoing research. The next chapter examines a 10-meter bipedal giant.
Bipedal species. The massive Therizinosaurus rises slowly on two stout hind limbs, a truly bipedal giant dinosaur. This species reaches 10 meters long and can weigh up to 5 metric tons. Its unique body plan defies every single expectation of a large predatory theropod. Beneath the heavy bulk lies a distinct bird-like pelvis, confirming its place within Maniraptora. This evolutionary link to avian dinosaurs reveals a startling transition from carnivorous ancestors to giant herbivores. The backward-pointing pubis anchors massive gut muscles for digesting tough vegetation. Moving across soft mud, the giant maintains a steady, grounded pace to conserve metabolic reserves. A small Jadoctotherium scurries beneath its towering legs, highlighting the immense scale of this slow-moving herbivore. The heavy feet distribute its mass evenly on wet ground. Reaching high into the subtropical canopy, the long neck extends toward fresh ginkgo leaves. The robust lower body acts as a stable tripod when sitting, allowing the animal to remain stationary for hours. This specialized posture minimizes energy expenditure during extended foraging. High above, an Arum bergiania drifts on thermal currents, its massive wingspan casting a fleeting shadow over the browsing giant. The Therizinosaurus ignores the aerial reptile, entirely focused on lush, broadleaf vegetation. Its sheer size renders it largely indifferent to smaller canopy predators. Hooking a thick branch with its enormous forelimbs, the giant pulls the foliage directly toward its toothless beak. The heavy arms swing with deliberate, measured force, stripping leaves with effortless precision. It is a masterpiece of evolutionary adaptation, perfectly built for survival. Could a 5-ton theropod truly abandon hunting for quiet canopy browsing? Our analysis confirms how massive limbs and a bird-like pelvis completely redefined their survival. Like and subscribe so we can continue funding these field studies. The next chapter explains how seasonal tracking shaped the entire forest ecosystem.
Dietary foraging. High in the canopy, the massive Therizinosaurus strips broadleaf foliage with deliberate sweeps of its arms. Despite its theropod ancestry, this giant is a strict plant eater. It utilizes a specialized beak and flattened teeth, adapted purely for browsing tender green vegetation. It moves slowly through the dense woodland, tracking seasonal plant maturity across its established territory. A pure sauropodomorph grazes quietly in the distant tree line, leaving the high canopy entirely to the giant theropod. This careful selection maximizes caloric intake from reliable sources. Nearby, a juvenile mimics the adult feeding posture, learning to hook heavy branches. Parental care remains evident as the massive adult shields its offspring from passing shadows. This extended nurturing ensures the young survive their vulnerable early years within the dense forest. Extended feeding sessions require a stationary posture, allowing the creature to sit and systematically strip leaves. After hours of browsing, it approaches a narrow water channel to drink deeply. This consistent foraging behavior minimizes unnecessary travel across its vast, established home range. A small synapsid scurries beneath the falling leaves, foraging for dropped seeds and fallen fruit. The Therizinosaurus ignores the tiny mammal, focusing entirely on its diet of nutrient-rich cycads and ferns. Both animals exploit the forest floor without competition for resources. By constantly harvesting the upper canopy, The giant shapes the forest structure, allowing sunlight to reach the lower understory. This massive herbivore acts as a vital ecological architect. Its continuous forage sustains the delicate balance of this ancient and thriving woodland ecosystem. While earlier chapters mapped the floodplain and massive frame, this segment examines specialized feeding habits. We document how canopy browsing shapes the ancient woodland ecosystem. Like this video and subscribe to support our documentary series. Next, we witness how these foragers defend themselves against massive tyrannosaurid attacks.
Predator clash. Two mature Therizinosaurs compete for a sunlit basking rock, each weighing 5 metric tons. The larger male shoulder barges his rival, driving 50-centimeter scythe claws deep into the soft dirt. The challenger yields the prime territory, stumbling backward into the ferns. An Aramborgiania swoops toward the browsing herd, its 11-meter wingspan casting a shadow. The defending Therizinosaurus rears up quickly, sweeping a massive forearm to block the diving threat. The giant flyer is knocked off its flight line, flaring its wings wide to escape. The primary predator emerges, a giant tyrannosaurid Tarbosaurus, relying on immense crushing bite force. The 5-ton Therizinosaurus adopts a rigid defensive stance, presenting its long arms to the attack. The tyrannosaurid strikes, but the heavy defensive blow forces the massive attacker to retreat limping. Later, a second rival tests the 10-meter victor near the muddy riverbank. They lock arms, engaging in a tense combat of pushing mass until one male drives his full weight forward. The defeated rival staggers backward, conceding the waterhole without any visible mark. A land-running crocodilian lunges from the shallows, aiming for a straggling juvenile. The mother pivots sharply, bringing her heavy 4-toed foot down in a crushing strike that breaks the ambush. The reptile releases its grip and scurries back into the deep water. Ooh. At dusk, a contemporary Addosaurus attempts a final pursuit against the browsing herd. The dominant Therizinosaurus swings a massive arm, delivering a sweeping clash that sends the small predator sprawling. The raptor scrambles away into the conifers, leaving the massive herbivore to rest safely. Every defensive clash we witnessed points toward a quiet geological record. Our study of these survival battles prepares us for a major shift. Like and subscribe so we can continue documenting this evolutionary timeline. Next, we uncover how mineralization preserved those heavy claws and revealed their avian descendants.
Fossil record. A solitary individual strips the last green leaves from a withered branch. This final survivor weighs 5 metric tons, yet the drying basin offers no further sustenance. Its massive 50-centimeter scythe claws hook empty air as the surrounding canopy completely fails. Exhausted, the giant finally perishes beside a cracked, completely dry riverbed. Scavengers gather around the fallen carcass, picking the massive frame clean over the following weeks. The heavy bones settle deep into the baking mud, beginning a very long subterranean sleep. Over many millennia, shifting sediments bury the weathered skeleton completely. Groundwater rich in dissolved minerals slowly replaces the original organic tissue with durable stone. This silent chemical process preserves the unique 4-toed footprints and the massive arm bones for deep time. Modern paleontology eventually recovers these highly fragmented remains from the arid Gobi Desert region. analysis reveals a very brief existence. The genus persisted only 2 to 3 million years, from 70 to 68 million years ago, before vanishing in the Cretaceous extinction. Yet this massive lineage did not vanish entirely without a trace. Its evolutionary path connects directly to living descendants, proving that the theropod family tree ultimately produced the modern bird. The scythe-limbed giant remains a crucial branch of that avian story. Today, these recovered fossils anchor the lasting proof in solid stone. The unmistakable scythe claws were carefully extracted and studied by specialists. They lay bare the extraordinary evolutionary journey of a theropod that abandoned the hunt to become a giant browser. Our journey through the Therizinosaurus lineage concludes with these preserved stone remnants. We invite you to consider how this brief branch survived extinction through avian evolution. Please like and subscribe to support our ongoing paleontological research. Explore our complete documentary series to uncover more ancient ecosystems.
Our exploration of scythe limbs in a drying world reveals how Therizinosaurus thrived through specialized foraging. I am Jonny Dony, and I truly appreciate you spending your time with this prehistoric journey. Please subscribe to this channel and share your favorite ecological insight in the comments today. Every new dinosaur documentary premieres on Patreon a full week before the public release. Link below. Heartfelt thanks go to my dedicated sponsors and subscribers, whose steady backing makes this research possible. In just a few seconds, 2 equally fascinating dinosaur films will appear on your screen. Continue exploring these ancient ecosystems and let the next prehistoric story unfold right before you.